check or something.
I've been really in the field, I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Half a ticket to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check or something. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Count that too, count it up, count it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T-Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with...
What's up, Cowboy Nation? It's your boy Cole with Cole Sports Report, where I bring you the latest and greatest content of the Dallas Cowboys. And I got my boys in the building, man. Primetime, Phil, Gametime, Bryan. What's good,
up?
Man?
What's going on,
guys?
Hey, Phil, go ahead, man. You're always opening our show, so you go first.
No. I think I should be last, since that's the case. Like I have to be the one in the background. Just
listen, man. I just want to say that opening's fire. Anybody that's watching this, man, I got me hyped, man. I just feel like running through a wall or something, man. That was nice. So I'm excited to be here, Coles. Thanks for asking.
Hey, not a problem at all. Let me throw in a little background music for you guys. You know, what I'm
that's
saying?
Nice, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Good. I already know Phil right now has got.
I was jamming. I was jamming when it was coming up. I think I was like, it showed down there. It says Coles is the only one who can see you. I was like, wow. I'm appreciating it.
Oh, not a problem. Hey, believe it or not, that intro made by a Philly fan, an Eagles fan. He's sworn his name to secrecy, but he's good people. I ain't gonna throw him out like that, but it was an Eagles fan that made that for me. He did a great job. Hey,
sounds great.
Oh yeah,
it does,
man. He did it for free. So he good people. Hey, but man, what's getting to this whole week has been mind blown. I don't know if this is a little bit too loud. Let me see it. Yeah, but this whole week has been crazy with the OBJ news. You know,
yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, Coles, it's going to happen unless something it doesn't come up right with the medical checks. I'm telling you, it's not like I want them. I don't have to have them. I really don't. I mean, I think that's the move to make, though. I think it makes too much sense. I mean, we're talking OBJ. I don't know if people are tired of talking about it, but he ain't on a team now, and we're on top of the list. Now, I just saw where he's going to narrow down the list a little bit. So I don't know what that means. Like right now, there's 5, right? It's us, it's the Niners, it's Buffalo. You helped me out because I saw earlier this morning. Like 5 teams.
Yeah, 49ers, Buffalo, us, and the Giants, I believe.
And the Giants. Now, come on.
Oh yeah, the Giants. Yeah, that's right.
But there was another. Oh no, in Kansas City. Yeah. So he's going to narrow that down.
Pretty good contenders.
Yeah. Listen, he's coming to Dallas first, and then if it don't work out, it don't work out. Now, the only thing that could screw up everything is if he decides to, hold us, like take our offer and then go shop it around. Now, he's more than welcome to do that, but you and I know how Cowboy works.
Yeah.
He don't want to be played. So when there's an offer on the table, there's a little room to wiggle there, but not much. So I'll be curious to see how that plays out. Now, I don't know. You guys may know. I'm not aware of everybody's cap situation, who could offer what. I haven't dug that deep, but listen, I think we got the most cap money this year, I could say. Maybe we could front load the contract or something. So what do you think, Phil?
Well, I mean, I think I'm with a lot of people in the sense you're tired of seeing it on social medias and everything like that. But at the same time, you're like, if it all plays out, that's amazing. But otherwise, it's like every other free agency as we come through, whether it was Ed Reed or not Ed Reed, but what's his name from Seattle? Earl Thomas. Yeah. Whether it's any of those free agents, I mean, we're it might as well been. we're
well, I
jumped
would
in
love
there.
that, Reed.
Our name is dragged through there, and it just looks idiotic by the time at the end when we don't get these guys. That it just looked like, oh man, you guys.
Right.
It just looks really bad and pathetic, honestly, in that sense. But that's obviously not on the fans. That's more on Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones in the front office by not delivering and not, like we said in the beginning. There's always some move that you need to do during the season to kind of push your team past, some other team for the playoffs. Whether it was decades ago with Charles Haley, there was a little push that we needed in the free agency to trade or anything. At least now we don't have to actually trade anything. It's just the money. And I just think no matter what Steven kind of offers, there's going to be a team out there ready to double it. Now, whether a team can double it, I just think the fact that, it's Stephen Jones, that's the reason why I have that hesitation of it could walk away out the door.
Yes. One thing lately, last night, the Bills gave OBJ a phone call. We all know who hit the Bills. His buddy Von Miller. So Von Miller is pushing hard to go ahead and get his buddy down to Buffalo with him. This morning, or probably I seen it this morning. It's a starting $20 million. $20 million.
$20 million for what?
For him. $20 million a year.
No, see, I
don't think
do
the
that.
Bills could afford it.
We're shutting that down, right? But
Yeah, no.
I think that's what he's doing. He's and see what team's gonna trickle it down. I don't think a team.
Now, if you're giving him a base and then some incentives to eventually make that, you got different taxes in Dallas. You have the opportunity. I mean, obviously, it's not within the contract that you're saying. Well, you have more more of a market to kind of make your money off of football. And if you're trying to settle for somewhere for 3 to 4 years, like we talked in the interviews, I'm not saying that's what we want to do, but when we sign up for 3 to 4 years, that's only like a 2-year contract, really, because you end up dropping those other 2 years. And really, if he's looking at the long term, do you want to be in a place like Dallas Fort Worth area, or do you want to be in a place like Buffalo? It's just yeah. I mean, I'm not. It's just you're trying to finish out the end of your career, and I just don't see that being.
If OBJ is on the up and up, and he wants to end his career, and in a warm weather place, and he wants to, he's settled down. His mom's telling him, it's time to settle down. He's looking to settle down. Listen, I understand. I don't blame the man if he goes for the money. I don't know that anybody could offer more money than us. I don't know that we're going to be the highest offer, though, either. I think we all know Cowboys is not going to try and break the bank on, I don't know that. I still say CD's better than him. That's just my opinion.
More of a ceiling.
Yeah, just having an extra hand there.
Yeah,
just to take off.
But at the same time, feeding off what you're saying, I mean, that would be the one that would benefit the most out of OBJ coming here would be CeeDee Lamb, because when he plays a more of a complementary role to a receiver. I'm not saying that OBJ would come in here and just take over everything.
Hey guys,
what's up?
Well, listen, we're live, right? So like we'll give updates. We got Juju Smith-Schuster having 3 teammates help him off the field. He can barely walk. So.
Yeah, I'm watching the game now.
Well, I got the red zone on. I'm trying to get caught up. I wasn't watching anything. I was outside. But yeah, so Kansas City they're probably like, holy crap. So
man, they okay. They
didn't they just pick somebody up? Oh, Tooney, right? I mean,
Tony. Yeah, Kadarius Tony. Yeah, out of the Giants.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad.
He scored a touchdown.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Just scored his first NFL touchdown. That's surprising.
Here's the deal. I don't know how long you want to go on OBJ, but my final statement on this is we're going to have to pay the man if you want him. That's the bottom line. I'm not, do your due diligence. Exactly. Have your doctors look at him, and it has to be a longer term deal. I think it's stupid at this point just to bring him in for 1 year. If I'm OBJ, now is your leverage. He had a good, I think now is your leverage. I mean, what are you going to come back to Buffalo and not have a great year, but win a Super Bowl and then try and go out next year? Right now, everybody's talking about you. So go get your money. But if we want him, we're going to have to pay for him. He ain't
Yeah,
going to come
in
for
some
free.
way. Yeah.
If
So
we gonna pay big money, I want him to be here for the next few years. You know,
yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. And you
Mhm.
can maneuver the money around that way too. We know the cap's going to
Yeah.
explode.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the cap is going to get bigger. And what you just saw with the Saints and what they did being like negative $65 million, and then they were able to actually go sign some. Don't give me that whole like every single year. You know how Catboy is, where his,
yes,
oh, well, we have to figure out the numbers, and you're just kicking the can down the road. And it's just like, well, man, kick that can down the damn road. We want somebody right now.
exactly. I mean, we had a perfect spot right now to go on ahead and get that Super Bowl, man. The NFC is weak, man. It is. I mean,
Very weak.
Tampa is
Right.
getting better now. That's one thing we have to really
Well,
focus on.
you
Tampa's
know, yeah, well, getting back to last week when we had the Philly fan on our live on Saturday, all I was saying is I still think our ceiling is higher than anybody else. I mean,
Yeah.
we've scratched the surface with our offense this year.
Yeah.
I mean, Dak's been out most of the year, so I don't see how anybody could argue that the Eagles haven't lost. Well, we can still get better. Okay, well, yeah, you can get better, but you could suffer injuries too. You
Yeah.
know, and I'm not wishing injury on anybody, but I challenge you, and I've said this before. Who is going to lose their starting quarterback for 5 weeks of the NFL season and do any better than what we did? Okay, go ahead, try it, Philly. God forbid Jalen Hurts gets hurt, you are cooked. So, that's a fact.
Yeah. So, that's just the latest news on it. How's it going? But yeah, let's go on to the game today, man. That's just that's something we can think about. But as far as the game today, hey, we got a big history with these Packers. These Packers been a thorn in our sides. You know what I'm saying? But they've been like hurting us within 2014, 2016. Those are the two games we always talk about. We don't really talk about what back in Bart Star and all that stuff. But this one hurt the worst. Just wanted to give I'm saying the audience we have a little reminder, a couple of reminders of what happened and with the Packers we got to face today. Should we take them lightly?
That's the thing about it. If you are a Cowboys fan, I don't think you forget about these things.
Yes.
It's just like even when you're feeling very confident in this defense, I'm feeling very good about the offense. Good about the offense, not great about the offense. Because it's been inconsistent even when it was really, really, really good. So I like the track that the motions that they're on, but the defense is where I get excited that they can shut the door on people. But still, I mean, I follow the Cowboys enough to have that little eerie feeling about Aaron Rodgers, playing against him, and even when you go up ahead, you can't just rest with him. But I do like the fact that I do think that this defense can slam the door, and I've mentioned this, like the Giants game, where the Giants are very known for trying to come back in this season and pulling those games off in the end. And Dallas's defense was able to shut the door. So, I really look for, even if he tries to make that comeback, this defense still being able to shut the door. You know how they like to give those late touchdowns and then all of a sudden, but
listen, and I'm going to hop right in here. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's because it's early in the year or we're halfway through the year now, but I mean, I don't understand, but we allow everybody to stay in the game. We just do. So that's my only apprehension. I think we're going to win the game. I think over the course of 60 minutes, we're the better team. We're coming off a bye. There's a lot of X factors in our favor. But in saying that, I still think it's going to be a close game at halftime. Aaron Rodgers is a very, very talented quarterback. He's knocked us out. How many times, Coles? Twice in the playoffs. I mean, I'll never forget those days. The Jared Cook, catch on the sideline. That was an unbelievable throw. Unbelievable throw.
Watching,
I mean, I'm sorry, but until he's dead, he's dead. And it's like I said last night on our live, he's like Jason Voorhees. Yeah, exactly. There it is, man. That was an unbelievable throw and catch, man. Come on, that just ruined our dreams that year. But yeah, he's like he won't die. You know what I mean? He's like Michael Myers. He's just keeps coming back. So I want to bury this guy today, and if we win, that's going to end their ass. I'm sorry, that's going to end them. So they can't keep coming back from that. So let's go out and do the job today. I like them today.
Yes, man. Every time I see, I get mad, bro. I get so mad.
I mean,
it's a clean catch. It's one of those ones when you watch it and you saw it on the sideline. Oh, maybe he didn't catch it.
That game especially was tough for me. My buddy, he's a big Packer fan. So me and my friend, who's a Cowboy fan, went over to his house to watch the game. And look, we had that game. That was. I mean, we were in it. We were. Yeah, I mean,
came back.
And, but I mean, at that point, I thought we were looking good, and then that was a miracle play that And not only did we lose, I had to hear this voice in my face, and I was trying to stay composed. I just wanted to throttle the dude. I'm like, come on, man, Aaron Rodgers. So that's why I don't have any sympathy for Aaron. I don't.
I don't either. Yeah. This is the day that we need to just end his whole leg.
The defense has the ability.
Don't feel sorry for him. No, he's the one that got Mike McCarthy fired. Let's not mince words. He went into the front office. It's well known. He wanted a coaching change. He already won a Super Bowl. However he thinks about his coach, I wonder, what he thinks about his coach now. You think maybe he would rather have Mike McCarthy now? Probably. Say what you want about McCarthy. He's very organized. He lets his coaches coach. I like the guy. I'm good. Let's roll with McCarthy. Let's get a dub for him today.
So, what you think, Phil?
I feel great about it. I was a little bit wider on my gap. I was about 21 points. I think the Cowboys 34-13. I think, I do believe that Aaron Rodgers will sneak a touchdown in there. And sometimes when I think they're not going to, they start scoring a lot like Chicago did. But I mean, Aaron Jones, I'm still curious about that. I haven't seen anything, if he's going to, not be there or not. So that's their main guy. And then their sack leader, of course, not being there. There's some of their corners being out, linebackers. So they have a lot of injuries as well. So even when those guys were there, though, this team was not playing very well. I mean, it wasn't like they were ridiculous stars that were there that you're missing. It's just average kind of guys. So, he's been able to take average guys and make them better. But at the same time, it's just kind of been, as the roster's kind of gone down, so is his play a little bit. But again, like I always look at the fact that Aaron does play a good game against the Cowboys, usually in the second half. But again, I really like this defense because I've never seen Cowboys carry a defense like this. Even in the 90s, man, when they had their Super Bowl, to me, it just has a different feel, a different swagger to this defense.
Yeah, like I told you before, defense travels in cold weather, on the road. And let's face it, the way it looks, we're going to be on the road. We may get one home game because I think, Eagles could get upset. But I don't think they're that great a team. But, Phil gets annoyed when I bring up the Eagles, but they're the one undefeated team in the league, and they're in our division. So,
well, the Eagles.
All I want for Christmas is us to be one game back going into that Christmas Eve game. That's all I want.
They're praying. The Eagles praying that we slip up on them. So they a lot of them are live streaming our game today out of fear. So we just need to go out there and keep winning games because we right on them, and they're afraid that they're gonna slip up and we take charge because we only 2 games behind, and we already
people forget how much football is left. That's a lot of football left.
That's correct.
Exactly. That's what's so beautiful about the football season. It's unpredictable.
Even when you get down to 2 weeks, then it opens up that whole. Okay, we have 2 weeks left. It opens up like questions that you shouldn't be having to deal with, especially if you're undefeated. Now, listen, I'm on record. We're winning that game Christmas Eve. If we don't win that game, then this is all for naught. We're a wild card team, and we'll go from there. And hopefully, if we can't beat them, then what makes you think we're going to go into Philly and beat them in a playoff game? This is a home game.
Because it's hard to beat a team 3 times.
But but I mean, you're looking at stats to try and save your butt when you should go out and get the job done.
Yeah, that's true. No, I mean,
so we need to go out and get the job done on Christmas Eve. I just hope that we're one game back, and wouldn't that be wonderful? Waking up on Christmas morning, the whole talk of the year was how great the Eagles were, and we would be the team sitting in first place.
Yes,
That's what I want for Christmas. 'Cause I remember Jeff Garcia looking into the camera when he came to Dallas and won. Remember, he said, "Merry Christmas, Philadelphia." I'm going to look in the camera and go, "Merry Christmas, Philadelphia," and I live here, so it means more to me.
We gotta eat good on Thanksgiving and have a Christmas Eve, because
that's another thing. We need to get over that Thanksgiving.
Oh yes,
that's annoying, man.
They better watch out for some Christmas Eve. I see that.
I'm staying home this year. I'm smoking a turkey, and I got my in-laws coming over, and there's nothing more that makes food taste good, or just enjoying the holidays as winning on Thanksgiving. So
yeah, exactly, man. So let's get into the keys of victory, man. What y'all think?
Go ahead, Phil. What's your key?
Well, I mean, when it comes to the offense, we can't be stagnant. I think every single game, we have as a fear as Cowboy fans that this team will, even the Chicago game, I pointed this out. I didn't know what offense was going to come out. I remember I was coming off this game that was coming before where, there was some movement. There wasn't anything great, but I did not think 4 drives in a row for 4 touchdowns. I mean, I would never have predicted that. I would definitely never have betted on that. So, the potential that this team has. Yes, they can do that if they don't get in their own way, because I think, again, the enemy of this team is themselves. The penalties that you may have, the Kellen Moore, bonehead plays sometimes. But again, I've said a couple of times is you got to give Kellen Moore credit because he has been calling better play calling. He's getting everybody more involved. He's getting people out in open spaces. So I'm liking the game plan as of these past 2 games. So if we can continue that, to me, is a big key.
Yeah. What you think, Bryan?
Listen, my key is to establish the run today. This is going to be, and I know people are going to go, "Wow, well, Green Bay stinks." Listen, Green Bay at home is a tough team to play. I don't care where they're at, especially they're wounded right now. They're coming out. We need to be able to run the ball. It's going to be low 30s. It's going to be cold, not windy. It's perfect football weather, but it's also perfect weather to be able to establish the running game. I want to see, without Tyron Smith, he's still out. I want to see if we can establish the run. I think we can against this banged up defense, but it'll go a long way to show if we can't. If we can't run the ball today, then that's an issue. We need to come out and establish the running game and then take our shots down the field. And then after we get a lead, I want to be able to pound this game away in the fourth quarter. So to me, it's about the running game today. It's like, now's the time. You're healthy. You're coming off a bye. Our O-line's healthy. Let's run the ball today. Obviously, I want to throw the ball, but I think we're going to have to run the ball in order to win on the road. And that's the key, man. If we can get 150 yards combined between Zeke and Tony, I think we're going to be good. That's my key. I think our defense is going to eat. I think our defense is going to be good. They're going to keep them to 20 or less points. I'm telling you now, they are. I actually have Dallas winning 27-20. I think Green Bay will get a late touchdown after, so we're probably up 27-13-ish, and they'll get a late touchdown to bring it, to within 1 score. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm thinking. Let's go. Hey, how about the Cowboys?
For sure. I think that we need to do the same game plan that we did against the Bears. I don't think I'm not sure if Zeke's playing today. I don't think he is. He's not ruled out yet, but I don't think he's playing. But the explosiveness of Tony Pollard, it's kind of hard for me to even to see it being like a close game. Constantly hitting their weakness, the run game, and then their other weakness on offense is, they have to rely on the run. So if we shut down their run, Aaron Jones is hurt. He's playing.
He's hurt. He's banged up. He's definitely banged up.
And I'm not, AJ Dillon. He's no Tony Pollard.
I'm
You
more
know what I'm
worried
saying?
about the passing game with Aaron Jones. That's the key.
Yeah. See, if you got to look in the defense, if you're rushing 3 to 4 guys, I mean, you're able to drop 7, 8 people. You have a row of zone, that's shorter to ready for those screens, and then you have another 4 behind them. So I mean, it's a way that you can rotate out of it and stuff, and still be able to kind of protect those screens and allow your rushers to be able to do their thing. And then if they do try to dump it off, you have guys there hoping, like that can, which I think a lot of those guys are really good at, is getting around those screens and being able to make those tackles. So I do like that type of game plan. I think Dan Quinn could benefit there. I think everybody is on the same page, man. I don't think it's one of those things where, hey, it's a sleeper game. People could, it could sneak up on you. They've been saying that for the past couple of weeks, and to me, like, so much emotion, whether it's the reunion of him coming back, all that kind of stuff. There's too much involved in this to be like, oh yeah, they're not taking it seriously. That's not happening.
Yeah, if we were the team that was 8-0, I don't know that I would still be worried about the game, but I would be more worried. We can't afford to lose to anybody, let alone Aaron Jones. We're 6-2 and we're happy, and this is where I thought we would be with Dak. So the fact that we're 6-2 without Dak is unbelievable. But we're still two whole games behind the Eagles, and we lost to them already once. So we can't afford to lose to anybody. So I'm hoping we'll know right away if this team is ready to go and ready to put the nail in the coffin in the in the Green Bay coffin, because just looking at the games, it looks like Minnesota's going to lose today. So, well, they're losing. I don't know if they're going to lose.
Man. But hey,
that's where I'm at.
Well, I know one guy that's on the team ready. Your boy Mike. Boy. Look at it.
I wasn't sure if that was an old picture or something that.
Dude, is that today? He's wearing the ugly.
The party, man.
Dude, he looks. Right? He's just one. He's
ready.
His face is melting into his jacket. I can't see where his face starts and his jacket ends. Yeah.
But I had tweeted both comparisons. Him and Vince Lombardi. They both got the same trench coat on. So I'm like, man, it's giving me Lombardi.
Well,
So
yeah.
I think
Mike he's a historian type of guy. Imagine. He was talking. I was just like watching his press conference after he got fired. He'd still, he had knee surgery, I think he said, and he had to rehab his knee. He had to show up at rehab every day, right across the street from Lambeau Field. This was during their 13-win season. Now they ended up not to win, the Super Bowl. But could you imagine, getting fired from your job? You took a team to the Super Bowl and won it. I'm sorry, you get credit for that. You were the head coach of the team. Now you're fired, and now you're living in a city where the team is doing good. You got to show up at a rehab place, and people are looking at you. I'm sure they're like, all happy about.
Now you're living down by a van down by the river.
Yeah, living by a van by the
river. Hey, one thing I was looking at some Packer podcasts, and they was talking about Mike McCarthy.
Of course you were, you instigator, you.
So I
he stirs the pot.
I got the enemies. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, I love fondue, man.
Cheese curds.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, they one thing they said is Mike McCarthy's history after bye games are incredible. Like he does great after the bye. Most teams they kind of start off, sluggish. And I thought about that. I said maybe we might start a little slow. We've been out, and then all this OBJ talk. Like maybe their minds, who knows? But I believe he got them folks, man. I mean, they're ready to roll today, man. That's why I got like a little bit of.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm always, you know what it is? It's been so long since we won. I mean, really won. That I'm always kind of like on the closer side. I just, until you prove it, I think they should come out and blow their doors off like you guys think, but they haven't shown that they're going to blow anybody out. Especially, it's always going to be rather close. That's just how I think it. It's almost like they can't get out of their own way. But I'm hoping it's a handshakes at halftime and it's a blowout, and we could just be an ugly second half. I'll be happy with that. An ugly second half where we're running the ball, punting the ball, and I would love it. But I just think it'll be closer. I just really do. I think Green Bay's back is up against the wall. They're wounded, and that's usually a scary time to play a team. I think we're going to win. It's just, I don't think we're going to be all sunshine and rainbows when the game's over. I think it'll be
you think Mike McCarthy going to get booed?
I don't think so. I think it could be mixed. It could be mixed. I don't think so.
It'll be a mix. But that's couching it. We got to say, is he going to be booed or is he going to be cheered? I say
Super Bowl.
I say he's going to be cheered. I do. There are classy fans down there. So
maybe after the Vince Lombardi trench coat thing, maybe not. But
sorry, Philly. Stoke that fire too.
He's like, oh man, I was going to cheer him too. It's like somebody changed their sign.
It's so funny.
Look at this.
I like the fact that he came out there with the trench coat.
So tell everybody what you have, Coles. I mean, like, how do you have the game? Look, what's your score prediction? I remember you saying it last night. But...
Yeah, I believe it's going to be a good cushion, man. I believe we're going to take care of them like we did with the Bears. I mean, the Bears. I mean, just going off.
They don't run the ball like the Bears. That's all.
I think they're going to try to run the ball more on us. I mean, I will hope.
But the thing is, the Bears' strength is running the ball, and so they're running it on everybody. So it's not just they ran it on the Cowboys; they just ran it.
Don't let me forget that too before we get off today. Yeah, go ahead, Phil. About the Bears.
What about the Bears? Go ahead.
Like a lot of the Eagles, like a lot of Eagles fans are running their mouth about the Bears and how we struggled against the Bears. Yeah. Okay, you got to play the Bears. They're a physical team. Good luck with them. We've already played them. You saw what they did last week. They almost beat Miami Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
They scored 30-some points on the Dolphins.
And what was the running? What was the running like? Ridiculous. Like,
but
well, I challenge the Eagles to put 49.
They're a physical team, the Bears. If you watch the game, if you know anything about football, they challenge you physically. So we won the game. We beat them handily. They scored 29 points. Okay, congratulations. You got to play them still. Good luck. I want to hear the same. If you blow them out, then I'll bend the knee. But until then, I think they're a tough team. I think they're only getting better, too.
Well, I challenge the Eagles to put up 49 points on the Bears.
Exactly.
They barely can put over 30 points on these teams. So, hey, I'm not really concerned about what they say. They 8-0, so let them party until they hit a brick wall like all these other teams. Hey, my look out on this thing. I believe we're gonna put it on. I have no. It's hard for me to see Aaron Rodgers go out and have a party with the wide receivers that he hasn't even built the chemistry with. Like we all saw the Lions game. I hope he plays the same game plan that he did against them. He got a long day coming.
Yeah, I think so too. I do, but
I hope they throw the ball more than they run. Because if they do that, he's there for a long day. Like he might not even. Let me get to it, man. Because I'm about to
get into it.
My bold prediction is that Justin. What's his name?
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. But in the game, he's gonna be out of it. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a nightmare game for him, man. So that's my bold prediction.
Listen, man, if that's the case, then that's great. Because but
you're hoping it's one of those things. It's like when the measles parties, when they were a kid, or like you brought your kid to get measles and stuff because they're hang out. It's all like, oh well, Aaron's getting his ass, and everybody else is getting their ass whooped. It's just like you should get in there too and get your ass whooped. It's good for you.
It's one of those games that we're not going to get any credit either way. If we go and blow the doors off of Green Bay,
Green Bay struggling,
like you should have done that. They're struggling, you know.
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying?
And if we lose, we're not losing. But if it's a close game, we could be, you struggled against a, you know.
Yeah,
But, you know, I don't really care at this point. I just want to win. Obviously, it would be great to score 30 points and hold them to under 20 and dominate them, run the ball. That would be great. I want to see Pollard, dude. I mean, if he has another game like he's been having,
he is.
Then that's man.
Yeah, he's running.
Really seriously look at that. Really seriously.
I cannot wait. What y'all think about special teams though? Special teams? Are we gonna block a punt?
Man, Turpin, it just seems like every single week it's this could be the week that Turpin like busts one open and he's had some glimmers where he just kind of like boom, he's just down the sideline and he drips or something happens and he doesn't get all the way there, but man, you just know at some point during this season it's going to happen, and it may happen like in the preseason where it happened twice in one game because it's just so bottled up that it's just building pressure, and then all of a sudden he's gonna pop it, and it's just, if anything, it's setting us up with really good field position, something that we've struggled with in the past, and it's nice to have that as a weapon instead of a handicap.
Yo.
Giants are up 7-3 over the Houston Texans. Brandon Cooks has got 3 catches for 12 yards.
You said 7-3?
Yeah.
Texans playing hard, man.
That's what I mean. You know?
Hopefully the Giants take one, but I hate to see it being like a chain reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Miami's rolling. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. We're only what time is it?
Oh, yeah, we close to it, man. What's
about
your
an hour and a half?
Oh yeah. What's your prediction, Bryan?
My what?
Prediction.
Yeah, my prediction, I think Dallas wins 27-20. I think they're up big. And you mean Super Bowl prediction? Is that what you said?
Oh, no, he's thinking about like special
prediction.
Oh, okay.
Bold prediction, like some.
Okay, because you're breaking up. My bold prediction. Okay, my bold prediction would be, I don't know how bold it would be, but I think Dak is going to throw for over, I'll say 320 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. So, I think that. I don't think Dak's had a 300-yard passing game yet in his first 2 games. I think Dak's going to throw the ball. I think they need to. Like I told you, I think they need to establish the run and run the ball. But ultimately, I think they're going to have to pass to score. So, I'll go Dak Prescott with over 300 yards passing. I don't know. You know what? Here's bold. I'll give you bold. If he's active. Jalen Tolbert gets a touchdown. How about that?
It's actually pretty good. Yeah. You know what? Hey, a bold prediction would be him starting.
He's been playing.
Hey, he'll be playing. You know, more than 5 snaps. Like, mine would probably be. I'm trying to reach out and see. Okay, you know, I think Aaron has the ability to get rid of the ball very quickly. It's going to be the sacks he takes. You know, in general, that he doesn't see coming, which is really good. That the defense can really do well. I think Diggs gets 2 interceptions today. That's something I could see. Just whether it's like a deflected pass, something, or just coming up with what Diggs does, and because I don't think there's a receiver on here. Leonard or Lazard or whatever his name is their main one. Not enough for him to follow. So I think if he tries to start going deep and stuff. I could see Diggs getting 2 interceptions today.
How
about you, Coles? What's your bold prediction?
Yeah, can y'all hear me good? Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah, you're in and out, but yeah, I got you.
My bad. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I got a Trayvon Diggs pick 6, man. We've gone over. I
see.
I like that.
Oh yeah. So hey. We about to hit the 40-minute mark. I didn't have a long stream. I know everybody trying to get prepared for the game and whatnot. Hey, I appreciate you guys coming to such short notice too, man.
Dude, it's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Sundays are normally good for me, especially this time. So
Yeah.
that's good. Anytime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I had some yard work I had to do this morning, and so
Yeah, I get up
just
early,
there's
get
some
get
games.
stuff done.
There's some games that I was watching just now. Like I'm just watching the Tampa Bay game that I had recorded as I'm watching Minnesota's game and Miami's game. So it's just like I'm kind of all over the place. So I'm ready to watch some 4:30 football, man. I'm ready to see if I'm really relaxed by the end of the by the time Sunday night football comes. That relaxed feeling that you get with a Cowboys victory. That's what the feeling I want today. So I'm interested to see if the Cowboys are able to bring it, man.
For sure, man. Hey, I'm looking forward to it. I might go ahead and do a live stream reaction on this game. So I'm definitely gonna get that together. So hey, if y'all want to drop by,
Yeah. Let me know, man. Like I said, I'm done doing what I'm doing. I'll watch the game.
Oh, sure,
And,
sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, but y'all have a great one, man. I appreciate y'all dropping by.
You too,
Hey,
Cole.
show y'all channels while I have y'all in the building, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can find Primetime Phil. Let's see, I'll share the thing in the chat there. Just we try to go on Saturdays at 7 p.m. Game time, Bryan and I, and then we do a follow up the next day after the game. So whether the game's on a Sunday or the Monday, it's usually the next following day. So like for example, Thanksgiving, we're Black Friday at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So we always try to be consistent with 7 p.m. Eastern. But I appreciate you letting us come on here, man.
Hey,
Go ahead, Bryan.
Yeah, we do Primetime Phil's where you could find us every Saturday before the game and the day after the game. Usually Monday. On Thanksgiving we'll go on Friday night at 7:00 Eastern time. And I have my channel Gametime, Bryan. I'm more with Phil. I just now have started a channel. I'm just putting a couple shorts out there. I haven't done much. Our main focus is with what we're doing, but yeah, I'm getting my feet wet. But yeah, basically Primetime Phil, sub up and come check us out. It's fun. Coles is always on there. We were talking about having maybe bringing somebody on this upcoming week. Maybe we'll bring Coles on for a segment. But yeah. Definitely, man. It's good time.
Oh yeah, I just like talking Cowboys football, man. That's all I get out of this. I love picking people's brains on this team. So hey, watching you guys shows, what I'm saying, y'all definitely put a lot of ideas in my head as well, man.
Well, that's good, man. I appreciate it, man.
Sure, man. But hey, y'all have a good one, man. Peace out.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing a great job. Thanks.
Yes. Late.